Hello, it is Empress Alicia, and I am back with a message for you. I hope you enjoyed your evening, your days, all the way up until today, this week. I hope you're feeling good. I hope everything is working out for you. And I hope you are evolving, most of all. This evening is Friday. It is now evening time, nighttime. The time when you want all your time to yourself if you don't have a significant other. And it's Venus Day. It is one of the best days of the week when everyone wants to be cozy up with someone. So right now, roll you one. Get your wine, get your shot, get your favorite cocktail, get whatever puts you in a mood. Do that for you, boo boo, because I have a message for you. And I have some channel questions that I have channeled from the Most High God. From you guys, from the collective, but through the Most High God. For you, okay? And I want to express what these things are and what it can do for you, okay? I am Empress Alicia, and I am a modern day seer, a psychic investigator, a medium, okay, an intuitive, and a creative. And I am full of gifts and knowledge and awareness. My information comes from another side, another realm. And you most likely won't find my information in a book. But you will definitely resonate, and I might be able to find something for you that I can reference from. But my gifts and my training came from another realm. The ancestor, spirit guide, and the Most High. So I am different and unique in that way. I have my gifts and I channel to you in my own unique way, okay? So tonight is about romance. It's about partnerships. It's about all of those juicy things that resonate with Venus. Because today is Venus Friday, the day that everybody wanna partner up, go on a date, feel good, do good, right? So it only makes sense to talk about love or partnerships or romance and how we connect to each other in different ways, right? We all want to be done a certain way. We all want to be recognized a certain way. We all have our different languages when it comes to partnerships, right? So I'm going to elaborate on some things. And I'm going to I channel some messages already. And I did this before I came on here with you guys, and I'm going to just answer these questions for you, okay? So, men and women, we all are different, right? And we do things a different way. Am I correct? We show love differently, right? We do it differently. But ultimately, we still have the way we like to be touched and a way that we like to be loved. right? So the first one is words of affirmation. Now, if you love yourself, you already give yourself words of affirmation. You know, when you look in that mirror, you say, God damn, I look good. God damn, these thighs and all of that, I'm feeling good. I look good. My lipstick is popping. I look so sexy. And when I look at myself, you know, when you look in the mirror, that's what you say to yourself. You give yourself words of affirmation. I can do it. I can achieve it. I am bold and brave. I am a goddess. That's what you say to yourself, right? So when you have a love language of words of affirmation, and you have a man, or you're a woman, or you're a man and you're a woman, some men want you to tell them all kinds of affirmations. If that's his love language, you may need to tell him he's the sexiest man alive. He's the boldest man alive. You know, he give you the great best sex you ever had in your life. He may need you to tell him all kinds of affirmations because that's his love language. You look good today, baby, and I love you. He may need you to tell him that because that's his love language. And that's the same for you if that's your love language. You need somebody to tell you that you look beautiful, you're wonderful, you're sexy, and you're a goddess, right? You may need to hear that shit. And it's okay because that's your love language, honey. That's your love language. But we have to get in tune with ourselves. Your love language, you also have to give it to you. You also have to give yourself what you want to receive from your partner, right? Because the mind is all, and you are yourself, right? So I want to start here. Okay, I hope you guys are catching what I'm saying. Words of affirmation. The next one is acts of service. Now, us women, we always was told we're supposed to cook, clean, slave, push out babies, and stay barefoot and pregnant, right? But the truth is, we don't have to do that shit if that's not even his fucking love language. He may not need you to be an act of service, but if that's your act of service is one of your love languages, then you may need a partner that does stuff as act of service, like running errands and shit. Running errands, doing little things around the house. That's how you see love languages. That's how you see your love. That's how you accept love and feel fulfilled. That's what it's all about. It's how you feel fulfilled. We're getting into relationships today, or we partnering with people, and we don't see that we are compatible. And I want to let you know, Goddess Oshun is here. Goddess Oshun is here. Goddess Hathor is here. Goddess Yemaya is here. Okay, I want to let you know that. Okay, but you need to know what your love language is. The goddess has told me to come on here and talk to you guys about the love languages because a lot of you don't know what it is and how it has a lot to do with the man that you with, the woman that you with, or how you accept love and feel love. Now, act of services can be simple. It could be you cooking his favorite meal, right? Like me, I like act of services. I like feeling like I can do something for you. If I can cook your favorite meal, if I can iron your clothes, if whatever you need. That's how I feel. I like to do something for you. That's how I show love too. That's one of the ways how I show love. I like to do stuff for you. Like, if you need me to run an errand, I'll run an errand. If you need me to cook you a meal, I'll cook you a meal. If you need your back rubbed, I can rub your back. I like to do stuff that is an act of service. That's one of my love languages. Just to give you an example of it, and it's supposed to come from your heart. It don't supposed to feel like a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of you men out there, you got a bitch in the house, and you gotta pull tooths out the head to get a fucking meal. You can't get a meal to save your life because she don't want to cook a meal for you, and when she do, it tastes like shit you can't stand the way that shit tastes. Because you want to act of service, but she don't want to cook and shit. That's a problem. You want to get with a bitch that don't have a problem with cooking for you. How I see it is, if the bitch can't make homemade gravy, she can't cook. I can make homemade gravy. A lot of people out there, you can make homemade gravy. And we make homemade gravy. And guess what? We can cook. We know how to cook. We know how to sew. I can sew. I can cook. I can iron. I can iron your clothes. I can wash clothes. Whatever. I'm domesticated, basically. But do I do that shit often? I cook, but I don't iron and sew and do all that other shit often. But is it in the back of my mind? Yeah, I know how to do this shit. But the thing is, what I'm trying to tell you is, act of services is a form of a love language. Okay? And it's important to know what your man like and what your woman like. If your woman or man like words of affirmation, then your ass need to be given a words of affirmation. If they like acts of service, then you need to be giving them acts of service. Okay? So the next question is, the next one is receiving gifts. Receiving gifts is wonderful, of course. What person don't like receiving gifts? But we got to get realistic, right? We who's going to buy a gift every day? The average person can't buy gifts every single fucking day just to prove your ass that they love you or they like you or want to fuck you or whatever. You can't do that shit. So what the goddesses is saying, you gotta find special things to do for this person. So let me give you an example. You got a specialty that your mama made you years ago. Is a special fucking soup or something, or a special meal. And nobody know how to make the shit good. She make that shit for you once a month or once a week or every other week. She do something special for you that she don't normally do for nobody else. That's the act of service. Ain't nobody gonna buy no gift for you every fucking day. You might well get that shit out of your head. That even if he did buy you a gift every day, that shit gonna die down, and he gonna eventually give the fuck up. Well, ain't nobody gonna spend their money every single day buying you no goddamn gift. So how I see this is, receiving gifts is specialty, something that was from the heart. Like maybe you'll write a note and hide it under her pillow, or put it in her sock drawer, or put it inside of her bra, the ones she gonna wear today, and say, baby, I love you, or baby, you look good today, or have a great day. Whatever it is, say an affirmation and put it in her bra and surprise her. To me, that's like a gift. Because ain't nobody going out there doing all that other extra shit. So I'm interpreting it for you from the goddesses that's talking and delivering this message to you, boo-boo. I'm trying to help you guys and shit like that. That's the message of the day. It's about partnerships and love. Okay? So the next one is quality time. We all like quality time. But let's get it straight. Every man don't have a whole lot of time all the time if he a man and he got shit to do. Right? So if you a bitch that needs somebody to sit next to you all day, every day, kiss your ass, sit on the couch, play Netflix and shit, and you the type of bitch that need a man there all day, every day, he ain't got shit going on, then you gonna have a hard time. What you want to do is spend some quality time with yourself. Heal your motherfucking self. Okay? And then make the day special for a real one. For him to sit down with you on his free time on the days that y'all have. If it's Wednesday, then have Wednesday available all motherfucking day. And make it special for his ass. Right? Make it special because you value quality time. It's nothing like quality time. This quality time, guess what? No phone calls coming through. Quality time, no, it's only about me and you, boo-boo. We put our phones away, no social media, no nothing. We talk all day. We fuck all day. Whatever you want to do. It's our time, right? It's our time. This is our quality time. So, your quality time, if that's your love language, then you're going to have to know how to reserve yourself and love your own self in your quality time if this is your main love language. Because if you got a real man and a real one, he got shit to do. He can't be up under your ass 24/7 and watching your ass. So you got to learn how to have fun in your own quality time until you see your man, because you don't want to fuck around and be all fucked up. If this is your main love language, this is a tough one, because if this is your main love language, you may have some insecurities and some healing to do, because you want somebody to be up under you all the time. That's how this can happen. And a real man, he ain't got time for this shit. He ain't got time to be up under you all the time if he got shit to do, right? He ain't got time for that shit. So, if this is your love language, you're going to have to learn how to have quality time with yourself, love yourself, and be fun with yourself. Because this is a one that a real man, is not going to be under you all the time. So you got to understand that shit. Boo-boo. And it's the same for men. But as I said in the beginning, men and women are different. We are different. We're not equal. I'm going to say it. We're not motherfucking equal. I said it. You may not like it, but I said it. We ain't motherfucking equal. I can't lift heavy shit. He can lift heavy shit. I can't lift that heavy ass shit. I'm not built to lift that heavy ass motherfucking shit. I'm going to tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. About a week or two ago, what was it, a week ago? I was at work. And I had to lift some heavy shit. And I said, fuck this. I can't lift this heavy shit. That's what I was saying in my mind. So I went to the chef. He cool as shit. He know who he is. And I said, listen, can you put this motherfucking shit on a cart so I can take it back? Because I can't lift this. This is heavy. I need help. I need help, honey. He said, I'll help you. He lifted the heavy motherfucking shit up. And I said, I said, thank you. And he said, what happened to, I'm independent, I don't need no man. And I said, what? I said, I ain't never say no shit like that. I ain't never say I'm independent and I ain't need no man. I said, if anything, I'm motherfucking dependent and I do need a man. God damn it. I ain't never say I'm independent and I don't need no man. That ain't come out of my mouth. And he was laughing. He was laughing in my ass when I said, I'm dependent and I do need a motherfucking man. God damn it. I'm not one of them strong bitches. I'm not saying I'm independent. I don't need no man. That ain't never come across my motherfucking mouth. God damn it, I'm dependent and I do need a man. That's what I told him. And he was laughing and shit. And he put the shit up on the card. But what I'm trying to say is, you got to know yourself. And you got to know what it is and what it ain't. Right? And I know my motherfucking self. And I'm telling you, I ain't never seen no shit like that. No crazy shit. I'm independent and I don't need no man. Don't put that in my mouth. I'm dependent, bitch. I'm deep. I'm motherfucking dependent. I am not strong. We are not equal. No, we not. We're not equal. You got to know when the fight is the fight. We're not equal. I admit it. I said it. We're not equal. Because sometimes I don't know what's going on. I admit it. I admit it. I may be good in the spiritual realm. I may be good at my gifts. But God damn it, I'm not always good in the physical world. And I'm going to get to that topic with you guys one day. I'm going to tell you guys something that came across the ethers. Okay? I'm going to talk to you guys about it. But the next one is physical touch. We all like when our man touch us. We like to be touched. We want to touch him. We want to feel his warmth. We want to feel him in other areas. We want to have sex. Of course, that's physical touch. We want to have intimacy, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm speaking the truth. There's nothing wrong with that. That's somebody's love language. They don't feel like you love them or you care about them if you ain't touching them, hugging them, feeling them, rubbing them, sticking them, whatever the hell it is, hopping on them. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? You got to know that for yourself if that's your love language. So if you got a man that likes physical touch, he wants you to touch on him, rub on him, ride on him, slide on him, and do all of that other shit. That's what he wanted you to do because that's his love language. Physical touch. He want to be able to touch you. You know, he want to be able to feel you. That's his goddamn love language. And it's the same for women. So what I'm trying to say here is, if you don't know, you could be doing things and the person is still not happy or fulfilled. If you like physical touch, right, but you always doing acts of service, this person don't feel fulfilled. Why? Because they main language is physical touch. They need you to touch them, hug them, hold them, kiss them, rub on them, slide on, ride on them, whatever the hell you want to do. That's what he needs you to do or her to do. You get it? I hope you're getting it. I hope you're getting it. Now, men or women are different. Men show their affection or love for you in different ways. You know, some men are say, you know, of course I care about you, bitch. You live in my house. I cover you, I protect you. Of course I love you, bitch. What are you talking about? I can't touch you every single day. I can't motherfucking be there with you 24/7. But bitch, you in my house, ho. What are you talking about? You with me every single fucking day. So some men are like that. They feel like they none of this shit resonate with them. You know, so men or women are different. Depends on their mindset and all of that shit. It depends on that. Men are different from us. You know, it is what it is. But I'm going to tell you, if you know that he is with you, then you should not you should vary this. I don't want you guys to fuck around and lose your man because your love language is active service. Well, guess what? Your man ain't gonna run around for you all day. He's not a bitch. He's not going to run the world, run the goddamn streets. Sorry. Run the streets all day unless he's a simp, right? Because guess what? Let me tell you something. A man is going to say no. He ain't going to say, yes, I'll run to Walmart for you. Yes, I'll run and go get this for you. He's not going to do that shit all. He ain't going to do that shit. If you sick, yeah. But he's not going to sit there and run the street because that's your, no. So I want you to take this how it resonates and understand a certain shit and have some maturity. I don't want you losing your man over some dumb shit. Okay? Women, you gotta understand you operate differently. And I don't want you, your man, your man ain't gonna run the street for that. Okay? But I want everybody to get it. Because this is what the goddesses are saying. That women are not in their femininity, in their goddess energy, in their throne, running their own show in their own world, right? And you can't have two masculines. If you are masculine, you're going to attract the feminine man, okay? And you don't want that, right? We don't want that. So I hope you are catching everything that I'm saying, okay? Because I'm truly here with you, okay? I'm truly here with you. And I'm here to ask and answer questions, but I have a lot here that I channel. And I have to disregard some of the questions because this is a topic where people are really, really raunchy and freaky. And I just couldn't put every question down, But I did collect what I was channeled to collect, okay? So, I hope you got the first topic. And I know that somewhere, somehow, it will work out for you. And the same for me. Now I know I told you guys that I am different and I do enjoy my abundance and my essence and my energy and keep it safe and keep it whole. But one day, I probably will be giving that up too. But the first question is, do you believe there is a such thing as the one? I think it is possible. I think it's possible that you could find the one for you. The one for you that goes for you. That makes everything whole and right for you. That's what it's about, right? Somebody who just fits your box. And whether you're a woman or a man, it's a such thing. Is the one for you. That's all that matters. It don't matter what nobody else think. If you like them, fuck everybody. Okay, I'm quick to tell everybody, kiss my yellow ass. I'm quick to tell people, you can kiss my yellow round ass. I like him. I fuck him. I'm riding him, bitch. What the fuck do you care? Kiss my ass. The next question. Do you believe in gender roles? Of course. I believe in gender roles. Okay, so, women, we tend to cook, wash clothes, do laundry, shit like that, right? Now, I don't know about you, but I don't want my man doing all this laundry shit, folding clothes and all that shit. No. I don't want you doing all of that. You may become feminine. I don't want you doing all this laundry and fucking around in that shit. Now, he may know how to do laundry. He may know how to, do shit like that. But listen, I don't want you doing all of that. because you may become feminine, and I don't need that shit. Why are you going to do all of this laundry and I'm here? Let me do the laundry. Let me throw your clothes in the washing machine. You want something to eat? Let me whip you up something to eat. You want some eggs and toast? You want some fish? What you want? Some cornbread? Some salad? You want some coffee? Let me get you your coffee. You want cream, sugar, black, espresso? What you want? Let me get it for you. You want a glass of water? I'll get it for you. If I'm here, I'm here. Right? Because, that's just how, I don't want you getting feminine on me. Running around here always in the fucking kitchen and shit. Get out of, you ain't no kitchen bitch. I want your ass doing what you're supposed to do. Let me get what you need, right? Let me do something for you. Let me help you with some shit, right? So gender roles are important. If you don't want no soft ass bitch, then I suggest you not be letting your man doing all this goddamn laundry in the house all day, acting like he a bitch. I wouldn't do it. I mean, let me do the laundry. You want me to iron your shirt? Let me iron your shirt. You want me to iron your pants? Let me iron your pants. Right? Gender roles is important because, in my opinion, if he's already masculine, I don't want him getting soft with me. Please don't get soft with me. Nothing. I don't want nothing getting soft. Nothing. I want you where you at as a masculine man. Let me do some feminine shit. It's not even feminine. It's just roles. It's just roles that work. And I tell you guys, I've been all around the circle. And I've met all kinds of couples. And the women, they usually are the ones that cater to the husband. I'm just saying. I met poor couples, medium couples, high couples, and the women still cater to the husband. They still cater to the asses. You can't tell them nothing. They cater to the husband. They always, whatever he want, whatever he say, we want to do what he want. We want to do what he say. Maybe it's have something to do with the consciousness of that timeline. But if you ask me, I just think that the women, they love their husband and they just want to make him happy. I don't know. Is there anything wrong with making your husband happy if he makes you happy? Right? What's wrong with that? But you do what you want. If you don't believe in gender roles, if you want your man cooking and cleaning and ironing clothes, then you go on ahead. You do that. And you go to work and slave, then you go on ahead if that works for you. But you got to pick your poison. And I'll get to that. You got to pick your poison. Next question. Do you think men should be doing a lot of things women do? I just answered this question. Cook, clean, and laundry. I just answered this question. But I'm going to answer it again. No, I don't think so. Now, there's different levels to it. I'm going to say that. There's different levels to everything. But cooking, cleaning, and laundry. I don't want my husband doing laundry. I don't want my man doing laundry. I don't want whatever. I don't want him doing all his laundry. Now, if he pays somebody to do laundry or if he do his own laundry. But usually, I don't know. I don't want him doing all that laundry. Go do something else. I'll do your laundry. That's just my opinion. You can say, I don't know if you want to say something or not, but I mean, if it's something small, okay. But my opinion, if I'm with you, I don't see why you doing your laundry, right? I just feel like I should do your laundry. It ain't gonna be piled to the ceiling. It's only probably a load. It's only a few items. What's wrong with you throwing it in the laundry, drying it, washing it, folding it, whatever the fuck you want to do with the damn laundry. But Cooking, cleaning. If you want to cook, it's nothing wrong with cooking. I mean, some men do cook up, obviously, as chefs, right? Cleaning and all of that. I mean, I do clean, but I don't know if you're talking about deep cleaning. I ain't doing that deep cleaning. You're going to have to hire somebody or some shit because I ain't doing no scrubbing. I'm not getting on my knees and scrubbing shit. I ain't doing that. Wiping off a counter, cleaning your little dishes, or throwing them in a dishwasher, straighten it up. That's easy. That's easy. If you from the South, ladies, you know. If anybody who got Southern roots, we know what we're doing. We cook, we clean, we up at the dawn. We put the coffee pot on. We already have not drink of coffee. We already threw everything in the damn dishwasher or washed the dishes. We already do certain things when, it's just how it is. And a lot of Southern women know what I'm talking about. We up at the crack of dawn, already sitting, had our coffee, already had breakfast by the time everybody else wake up in the house. It's just certain things that women from certain timelines know how to do that some of the women of today don't know how to do. And I'm not degrading. I'm just saying from a certain timeline, women did things a certain way. And you were taught to do it a certain way, right? So those kind of things is just not even heard of, really, that, especially if the man, if he is taking care of shit, then you won't mind doing that kind of shit. But if he's a loser, then you shouldn't even have this conversation if he's a loser, okay? I'm talking about women who are with real men and not fuck asses, okay? You just don't mind doing it. It's not that hard. It's really not. Okay, I'm now on the next question. Do you think men should persuade women's behavior? Absolutely. I mean, men should persuade their behavior. I mean, if women can be raunchy sometimes. We act up sometimes. So the men should persuade a woman's behavior. When men do, and other cultures, this behavior that some of the women have is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Like, it's no chance in hell you will be doing this, because you will already be punished in some kind of way. And the women today, as I always say, they act this way because the men allow it, the men contribute to it. There's no boundaries. Women can do what they want. We're the most freest women ever in history. We're the freest women ever in history, really, because women never been able to have this much freedom, do what they want, say what they want, wear what they want. We have the most freedom than any woman in history, really. I'm going to say it because in any other timeline, women couldn't do this and still be able to get a man. Back in other timelines, if you dressed like that, act like that, did that, you'll be ostracized or be considered a whore. Nobody wanted you. You'll be embarrassed, But today, none of that even matters because we're in a whole timeline of liberation, right? So if men was to persuade the behavior, if you in a relationship and she act, a little different, or men can say is unacceptable. There's nothing wrong with saying it. That behavior is unacceptable. That what you done is unacceptable. That what you wore, I don't even know you was wearing the outfit. I didn't even know you was going to wear that shit. But whatever it is, that is unacceptable. And that is all out of here. You do that shit again, and your ass is out of here. You out of here. And that's the end of it. So a lot of the times the women do it because men allow it, right? So there's nothing wrong with a man persuading the women's behavior, because I think women's behavior is still tied to, number one, the environment, and number two, what she can get away with. Because look at other countries. Women don't do that. They better not do that. They know they better not even try to do that. They already know their consequences. If you even attempt to act like you're gonna do what them fucking Americans do, you go ahead and do what them American bitches do, and we gonna see where your ass end up at. Okay, and I already had a conversation about this with someone that was over in one of those countries, and the bitch was from America, and she sat there and went over there in them people countries and was acting like an American and got her ass locked up because they are man countries. They are patriarch, whatever it's called, countries. And those men over there do not tolerate women talking back, acting a fool, and showing their ass. You cannot do that in their countries. You cannot disrespect their men in those countries. That's your ass. That's your ass if you do that. They don't tolerate that shit in that country. You cannot go over there acting like anything and go in those people countries. They will lock your ass up. And it is what it is. So that's proven that men do control women's behavior. Women do control women's behavior. That's proof. Because if you go in another country, your ass to get locked up if you up there acting like that. So you get away with it here because of the laws of the land, because of the laws that the men made in this land, right? But if the men was to change the laws and change the requirements of how you behave, you wouldn't behave like that no more, because you know it'll be unacceptable. You'll be scared, you'll be embarrassed, you'll be prosecuted, right? So men do control the behavior or persuade the behavior of women, regardless of what we think. So now I'm going to go to the next question. Okay. Should women tell men what to do? And should men tell women what to do? Should women tell men what to do? Well, no. Not like a mama, no. Well, I don't need to really spend too much on this topic, because you see all over the internet that men don't like being told what to do, because unless he's a bitch. But a masculine man don't need you to tell him what to do. You know, if you don't like something, it's best to just bring it to his attention or something. But real men don't need you to tell him what to do. You're not his mama, right? You're his woman. He don't need you to tell him what to do. He don't need unsolicited advice, okay? If he's your leader, if he's the man and all that other shit, he don't need you to tell him what to do. He should know what to do. And I don't think that he's ever going to come to you and ask him what he should do, unless he's just saying, advising something else. But I don't think he's going to come to you asking what he should do, or he may say, what do you see, or whatever. It depends on if you a woman of wisdom, right? Because if it's a battle or something serious, he may say, what do you see? Do you know your input on this? But I don't think he's going to ask you what to do, right? And if you want to if you respect him and you follow what he has for you guys, the plan, whatever, then you trust him, right? You trust that he has leadership, whatever. But you can't trust every man. You can't ever let any man lead you. You can't do that. So if you show that he is worthy of trust and leadership, then that's when she can fully submit to you. And if she's fully submit to him, then you just follow him without question. Right? You could just follow. You could just follow without question. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because you trust that. Should men tell women what to do? Men are going to tell you. If he's a real man, he is going to tell you what to do. He is going to tell you what to do. You got to understand that the masculine energy can be bold. It can be dominating, right? He's not going to have to always ask you to do something. He is not going to always come off how you wanted to do. That's why you're supposed to be a healed woman and in your empress zone and in your goddess energy, because you understand that the masculine energy, not the male, the masculine energy can be dominant, bold, and leading. And that sometimes is not going to always come. He's not going to always ask you like he's some old bitch. You don't want to make your own masculine feminine by you having these insincities of, believing that he's supposed to always ask you, can you? No, he's not going to always be sensitive in that kind of way, because he's supposed to be a masculine and a leader. He's not going to be that kind of, lame, right? You don't want him to be that way. So if he telling you to do something and you trust him, then allow him to lead you and tell you something. And it's not going to, can you? No, he's not going to do that. You got to understand true masculine energy is not going to always ask in this bitch energy or at all. He's not a bitch. He's not a lame. Right? He's not one of that. So you have to have the emotional maturity to understand when he's guiding you and when in the difference in guiding you as that masculine energy, and if he's doing it in another way, which he shouldn't be if you already trust him, right? Because if he's masculine and he's in his authoritative energy, right, then that means he's not going to always tell you what's up. Like, if he's trying to protect you or some shit, he's not going to tell you this whole story of what he needs to do to protect you. He just needs you to follow directions. So if you trust this man to lead you and protect you and all this other shit, right, then you can't question when he tell you to do something all the time. Because he could be telling you this for your protection. What if he telling you to go in the house? I need you to go. He call you up, right, while you're on your way from home, from work. And he's like, listen, where you at? I'm on my way home. Go straight home. And when you get home, lock the door and wait till I get home. You can't. He could just be telling you this because he want to protect your ass. But if you one of them type of bitches that, why I gotta do that? I ain't trying to go straight home. I need to do and you ask all these questions. Now you fucking with the masculine energy because he's trying to help you and he ain't trying to go into all of this other shit. He don't have to do all of that because he's doing his job. You get what I'm saying? He's doing his job. He ain't got time to get into all this other shit. Is a time and a place for that. Is a time when you can ask questions. But in that time, he ain't got time to answer all those questions. So you got to trust your authoritative energy to lead your ass, if that's what you want. Okay, this is coming from a woman, and I'm picking up that your ass is trying to figure out if you should follow him or not. But I can't tell you what to do. Okay, I can't tell you what to do. But I don't want to say, if you can't trust them, you shouldn't be with them. If you can't trust them to be your leader, your authoritative energy, and you be in your queendom energy, because in order to be a queen, you have to have an authoritative figure that runs the throne. But in my case, God runs my throne until I have a king. But I was crowned by God. But originally, a man, the real man, authoritative man, you know, he has to run the shit, because guess what? Any knight, any old stupid dumb nigga, any peasant or knight can take over the throne and overthrow the empress, the queen. They can easily do that. In other timelines, different knights and kings went to war. If a emperor died unexpectedly, they went to war to crown the throne, and whoever crowned the throne automatically crowned the empress, crowned the queen. You see? So the job of the king, he has to be strong. He has to be bold. He has to be brave. He has to have a mind that's strong, because he has everything in his hands, right? So it's one thing to be a queen and an empress. It's beautiful, but you can still be overthrown if you left vulnerable. But I have God. But I'm just saying in general, you can still be left vulnerable, and anybody can take over the throne if you have a weak ass king, a weak ass authority figure, or a weak ass nigga. You know, that's dangerous. That's dangerous, and that's one of the reasons why some women, they do tests to see if you are a protector, if you have backbone. Why? Because subconsciously, if she feel like you're weak, if she feel like she can fuck you over or some shit like that, she know that you're weak to other men. If she can fuck you over, if she can tell you what to do, if you know, she can tell that you're not a protector. You know, and subconsciously, women want that. They want somebody that can lead them and shit like that. But I'm going to give to the next question for you. How many times should a woman give it up? I can't tell you how many times a woman should give it up, sir. I can't tell you how many times she should toss that ass for you. But in my opinion, I say every night. If y'all in the bed every night, I say y'all should, you know, toss it up every night. You know, if he in the bed, you in the bed, you know, every night. That's what I say. You know, but some of you guys, you have some unhealed sexuality. You're not satisfied with one woman. You gotta have threesomes, foursomes. You need a finger in all kinds of shit. You know, some of the men are unhealed. You gotta have sex with a woman every night. You gotta have different kind of partners, snort coke, drink, smoke weed, do all kinds of debauchery. You're not healed sexually. You're not really healed. So I'm not saying you don't have to have boring sex with one partner. You know, people think that, you know, if you in the line with God or the Most High or whatever, you have boring sex if you're a divine feminine or empress. That's far from the truth. We know how to do everything anybody else do. We could swing from the chandelier. We can open our legs. We can put them around our neck. We can ride till the sun come up. We can ride till the sun go down. We can cowgirl. We can do everything everybody else do. We can ride on it, slide on it, don't get tired on it. What that girl, what she say? Ride on it, don't get tired on it. You a dancer, you a freak. That's what she said. Ride on it, don't get tired on it. We can ride on it, don't get tired on it too. We just ain't doing it with everybody. But we can ride on it, don't get tired on it too, okay? Shout out to all my queens and empresses out there. We can ride on it and don't get tired on it, okay? We can do all that shit too. We just want to do it with our man. We just willing to do all that freaky shit with our man. We just willing to do all that shit. You know, I'm not going to say how long because I'm seeing it. Ladies, y'all popping this shit out. All that freaky dicky shit with our man. We just want to do that with him. We ain't trying to do it with every time Dick and Harry. We ain't trying to do all that with them. And it's the same for the men. If you want healed, you've been watching so much porn, you've been whacking off and shit like that. You got an unhealed sexuality in your body, and you gotta have all these kind of sexual partners, do all this kind of freaky debauchery shit, do all this shit with all these different women, and you spread thin, and you still unsatisfied, right? So, if you know, whatever floats your boat. If you have sex once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, I can't tell you how many times your bitch should, or your woman should open up her legs to you. I can't tell you that. But I will tell you that somebody is unhealed. Somebody not having sex with you, and you feel like you starting to have second thoughts. You wanna know why she ain't fucking you. Why she ain't fucking you, sucking you, riding on you, sliding on you. You wanna know all that shit. Why she ain't doing that shit to you. And I'm telling you because something is missing. Something is missing why she ain't doing all that. I'm not going to tell everybody your business, but something is missing. You know, because if I know that's my man, I'm riding on him, sliding on him, doing all that shit. That's mine. I can do what I want to that. I'm doing what I want to that. That's mine. Every night. God damn it. Don't you dare be late either. Don't you try to hide. Don't you try to go in the shower because I'm pulling you out. Don't go in the basement because I'm pulling you out. You watching football. It's halftime. We got a half an hour. God damn it. Don't you dare try to skin me and be 2 minutes. We gotta go longer than 2 minutes. I don't want no minute man because I'm more than a minute woman. Okay, so. Y'all something is missing with y'all sexual life. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's emotional, but something is missing with y'all sexual life. You know, I don't know if you doing something wrong, if she doing something wrong, but you know when a woman like you because she love you, she's sexy, she wanna come to the bed with some sexy lingerie on and shit. Put her hair all pretty. She don't want to sleep with a scarf on. She don't want to sleep with a bonnet on. She want to sleep with a scarf. But sometimes you sleep with a scarf on to protect the edges and shit. Because, you know, you don't want your edges to go bald and shit. So you will put a scarf around it. But overall, she coming to bed all sexy and shit. You know, lace panties and shit on. Lace, whatever the fuck, dress, whatever that shit is. Whatever that little thing you buy. That show the nipples and shit. You know, whatever it is, she coming to bed sexy as fuck. And she like, you know, you can have all of this. But when she come to bed with a goddamn looking fucked up with pants on, she got on them goddamn pajamas, that long ass gown that your grandma wear, a scarf on, and she turned to the side and looked like a goddamn virgin or an old ass grandmama. That means she don't want to fuck you. That means she don't want to fuck tonight. That means she don't want to fuck tonight. Leave her alone. And I'm getting that's what's going on with you. She may be fucking somebody else. I ain't gonna tell nobody business, but she may be fucking somebody else. Because most women, they gotta get fucked in some kind of way. If they not highly evolved like me, I'm highly evolved. But most women are highly evolved, so they gotta get fucked. So somebody is doing something. I'm telling you. I listen to these conversations. I ain't telling nobody business, but you may want to check on some things. So I'm gonna go to my next question. Do you think women can lead men? Ooh, are you trying to set me up? Are you trying to set me up? Are you trying to set me up? Because can women lead men? Now, are you talking about in a company or in a relationship? Well, I want to stay on relationships because one of the partnerships, because that's what I was guided to do. And that's what I was answered to do. And that's what the goddesses said. Generally, sorry. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Generally, women don't lead men. And eventually the woman will get resentful if she have to lead you. Right? Subconsciously. Because women generally want to be led. I'm not going to tell no bullshit. And I'm not going to tell no lies. And I'm not going to tell no secrets. But women generally want to be led because it's subconscious. Even if she's not conscious of it. It could be all subconscious. Women want to be led and told what to do. They may not admit the shit, but they want to be led. Because subconsciously, it's the program that how we wired. In case of some kind of catastrophe, in case of the fact that we have to be wiped out and start all over, generally we have to follow men and men don't have to lead us. And the fact that we have offsprings, right? We have offsprings, and generally we have to look after offsprings and think about the offsprings, children, babies, right? So we look to someone who can have the foundation. That's all subconsciously. And we don't want to lead men, because if we lead you, then that means that I'm smarter than you. That means that I can run over you. Ultimately means you can't possibly protect me if I can convince you that I'm smarter than you and that I can fuck around and get you to, and you can follow my lead. Even if I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, if I can get you to believe my ass, then that means you can't possibly protect me. And this all goes on subconsciously. You can't possibly lead me, you loser, because I can convince you that you can follow me and that that you don't need the lead and whatever. So subconsciously, that's all happens. Right? So can women lead men? Personally, I don't think so. Even if he got to be real feminine, even if she is feminine and he's masculine, I think the scales will still balance out. Right? I still think it'll still balance out in some kind of way, and the masculine will still lead. I don't think it will last forever. I'm looking at that, and that's what Spirit's telling me, that women do lead in certain fields and do things in certain fields, but ultimately they still follow an objective, right? So even if the woman is a director of the building, she's still following an objective that a man has led. in some kind of way of shape or form, right? So she still is following a man, and everybody follow a man. Think about it. Women don't just go do what they want to do when they go to work, when they go do something. No, they listen. They just don't listen to some men because they don't think they have to, they don't want to, or whatever like that. They don't fucking want to. They don't think that you're worthy of it. They don't like you for whatever reason. They don't think you can lead their asses or whatever the case is. They don't think you can lead them. But I'm going to be honest. This has been going on since the beginning of time. The reason why a lot of the laws and everything had to get passed was because of men like beta males, like simps, who couldn't get wives, who couldn't get babies, who couldn't get families. And I'm not going to talk about the sexual things, but they couldn't get it because women weren't attracted to them. Women didn't want to be with them. And it wasn't enough of real men to go around. Like, nothing is new under the sun. Let's be clear here. Yes, there were men of dominance in every lifetime, in every timeline, but it was never enough to go around. And if you were a peasant, it just wasn't heard of. You still was creeping in the middle of the night in the bushes or some shit. Who cares? So my question, the answer to that: can women lead men? Not real men. Women can't, not real men. No, because they have a different mindset. They have a different, reality mindset. So no, I don't think women can lead a real man. Not a real one. No. Because he probably look at you like you're crazy. He probably look at you like you're crazy anyway. Like, what? He probably look at you like you're nuts. So I don't think a woman can lead him. No, not a real one. Maybe a fake one. Next question. Do you think people should wait to get married? Wait to have sex until they're married? No. No, I don't think so. Maybe you're religious or you come from a religious background. But to me, I don't think people should wait to have sex. No. I think it just matters who you have sex with, because it don't matter if you wait or not if he's not the right person to have sex with. If he's not good for you for various reasons that I talked about, spiritually and physically, it don't matter if you wait or not. He's still not a person you want to have sex with. So that doesn't matter. But if you want to have sex before, I think you should have sex before you marry. That's what I think. Because you don't want to fuck somebody and wait till your wedding night and he can't fuck and you don't like it, or he don't like you, or whatever like that. I think you should know before. That's what I think. I don't think you should wait to have sex. You can't. Wait to get married to have sex. You can if you want to. There's nothing wrong with that if that's your belief. If you guys fall in love in a month and you get married in 3 months and whatever like that. But should you? Some people believe that you should wait to have sex, and then within 3 months get married and all this shit. 6 months you get married. I don't know. People have different beliefs, right? People have different beliefs and all of that. So I can't tell people when to have sex, but I don't know. If you want to wait, you can wait. If you want to wait, you can wait. If you, whatever people do. Everybody have their own system of how they decide to have sex. Some people they hold off because they think that you're gonna leave them, or they want to be committed first. All these different things that people want to wait. It varies, but if you don't want to wait to have sex, I feel like you don't have to if you don't want to. Everybody is different. Why you're gonna enjoy sex now? But I always say, if it's the wrong person, it don't matter if you wait or not, because that's not the right person. I talked about that in another video. I'm not going to get on the negative side tonight, because you guys already know what I'm talking about. If that's the wrong person, it don't matter if you wait. It don't matter if you wait. It's still the wrong person. So it depends on the person. That's how I see. That's how I see the shit. That's part of how I see the shit. I'm not gonna say how the whole thing, but that's part of how I see it. It depends on who this person is. Because as I say, if it's the wrong person, it's the wrong person. It don't matter if you wait or not. It don't matter. That's all an illusion if it's the wrong person. Because they have an ultimate goal. Okay? I told you once before, sex can be dangerous. It can be dangerous. So, the next question. I hope they answered your question. The next question. Do you believe it should be a strong sexual connection in a relationship? Yeah, I think so. If you guys are in a relationship, sexual compatibility is important, because what you believe and what he believes should matter. Your sexual chemistry, your whatever, that is a big point, because sex is important in a relationship. So that is important. Does it have to be strong? Some people say yes, some people say no. Right? Some people say yes, some people say no. It depends on what you want, what you desire, what you want, and all of that. Okay, I can't tell you what's right or wrong, but I'm picking up that somebody is not sexually connected in this relationship, possibly. That somebody do not feel strongly sexual to you in this relationship, and I don't know what to tell you about that. I don't know what to tell you about that, but that's what I'm picking up about somebody in this on this question. And somebody don't feel like they have a sexual connection with their partner. And it's important for you to find out what's going on with the connection. What is it that you would need to feel sexually connected to each other? How did you guys start off? Right? How did you guys start off in the beginning? Did something mess up? Is it missing something? I don't know. I don't know your relationship. I don't want to get into it, but you know your relationship. But I just picked that up. Okay, so the next question is, why don't men love hard like women? Well, I think men do love hard. I just think they do it differently. Like us, we more open, we emotional. We scream, we cry. We cry when we heartbroken. We cry when when we sad, we upset. So we pretty, men usually know when we are, heartbroken or something, or we sad, right? They usually can see that we're sad. But sometimes with men, we don't really know when they're heartbroken or sad, or when they upset that something didn't go right with the two of you, right? We really don't know that. It just show up differently. It shows up differently because we're in a society that men shouldn't show emotion, that when they shouldn't even fall to fucking love, that they supposed to be dominant over these bitches and all this other crazy shit, that they don't supposed to be, have feelings for women. That's the society we live in. They shouldn't feel these things for us. We supposed to feel these things for them. But I do think that men do feel just as much love as we feel. I think it just show up differently. That's just my opinion. I think they do love hard. I think it just show up differently than how we show up. Oh, sorry guys. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy. It show up the same. It show up differently. I'm sorry. And men, I think they just hide their emotions and hide how they're feeling more than we do. Ours is just more straightforward. When we yelling, screaming, and crying, they can pretty much see majority of the time when we're heartbroken than when they're heartbroken. Okay, it just shows. But I believe that they feel the same way. They could feel heartbroken. They could feel sad and fucked up too, and angry and mad the same way we feel. They have emotions. They just don't show it the way we show it. Okay, so they love just as hard. It just show up differently. That's just it. I'm picking up that maybe you feel like the man that you with or broke up with, that he didn't have any feelings when you guys departed. But it's okay. He feels some type of way. But men, they can work it out. They can, work, do different things to get their mind off of how they feel. They have different ways of doing that. The same way we do. But they love just as hard. They have to cope different ways as well. And I know you're like, you're a seer. That's not fair. Yeah, but I'm also somebody who's not involved with anybody, who's not sexually involved with anybody, not emotionally involved with anybody. And it helps me a lot because I'm detached. So I'm able to see differently than if I was with somebody. Because believe me, when it's my time to learn a lesson, it's my time to learn a lesson. What does that mean? I don't see everything. My gifts don't work all the time for every single little thing. I may give an example. One of somebody that I follow and I love dearly, she's gifted, but she didn't even know that her husband was like gifted too until they were already married. So some things are not revealed yet. You know what I'm saying? Everything, because you're a human, you still have to learn your lessons even though you have gifts. So your spirit team can still block working with the Most High. They can still block things because they need you to learn your lesson. They need you to still be a human. You can't see everything and have a human experience. You see what I'm saying? So even though I'm gifted and everything, believe me, I'm going to be tested again. I'm still going to have a human experience with a man. I'm still going to be wanting to, you know, I'm still going to have experiences just like you have as well. And I can't see my way through because it gets blocked, if that makes sense. It gets blocked because it's your time. You got to learn your lessons, whatever it is. It could be good lessons. It's not always bad. It can be good lessons too. But you got to be human to experience these things. And if you can see everything before it happened, then you're cheat. It's kind of like cheating, right? As I just said, as somebody that's dearly, she didn't know her husband was gifted until after they was married, and she was like, "How the hell? I didn't know you were gifted. How the hell I didn't know any of this?" And it came to a short circle, long story short, that is because she was supposed to learn as a human. She wasn't supposed to know he was gifted until then, right? It wasn't supposed to happen until after that, right? So, yeah. But the next question. I'm trying to understand this question. Somebody asking me about men. Sorry. Should men always... What? I'm sorry, guys. Should men done quick? Something like that. I don't know if you asking me, is men supposed to always be done quick? Or something like that. I'm not hearing it all the way clear. But I hope not he not always done quick. And I hope you're not asking me if a man should always be done quick. Are you talking about like, YouTube, please don't do the most. Like done quick? Like done? I don't know. I don't think so. Honey, what are you talking about? Like 5 minutes? That's ridiculous. You might as well just get you your little toy or something. I mean, I don't know if you should be done quick all the time. Like, what the hell? Girl? I don't know about that. Shoot. Not all the time. Do he got some kind of, impotence? Like he's softy or something? I don't know what's going on. This woman is saying the men's supposed to always be done quick. You know the truth. She just trying to be smart. She's trying to be smart. Maybe he's a minute man. Maybe he's a 2-minute man. That's too quick. Come on now. You can't even get no pumps in. You can't. You can't even get no pumps in. Like, come on. What you doing? I don't know. She trying to be smart. I'm picking up that she experiencing this shit. Her husband, her main man, he always get on top, hump, and he already done. That's ridiculous. Nobody got time for that. You might as well get a toy for all that. What, you gonna pump me 2 times and then you done? I don't know. Y'all, I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings. Maybe he's excited. Sometimes I heard so many men, they get so excited that, when they, they put it in and they like, ugh. And they already done. Because they excited. They feel like you're sexy. They already turned on. I don't know. I'm not a man. I don't know how it feel. I don't know how it feel. But 2 minutes is too quick for me. That's just too damn quick. Come on now. You gotta give me more than 2 minutes. give me some more money. Give me some more honey. Give me a little bit more than the 2 minutes, baby. But she trying to be smart. She ain't it ain't really a question. It's just like a question being, you know, just fucking around and shit. She just being smart because she's tired of him getting on top of her, fucking for 2 minutes, and then done. A quickie. Like, that's too quick. That's more. That's a super quickie. God damn it, a quickie's supposed to be 15 minutes. That's a quickie. Well, less than that. God damn it, that's less than a quickie. That's a super quickie. Shit. I don't know, you guys. You do what you want. I ain't throwing no shade to you, men. I get it. So the next question. How can you date when you're a seer with downloads? How can you date like other women when you're a seer with downloads? Aren't you going to pass the test? Not necessarily. Because let me tell you, like I told you before, yes, I have gifts and downloads, but that doesn't mean I necessarily know what he likes. I just couldn't have an idea what he likes. You can have a premonition. Like, I ain't gonna, like I had this premonition of this, this man. He was hot and sexy, and somebody was getting torn up, and I was like, oh my God, Lord have mercy. I ain't never had a premonition like that, but I had like a premonition of him fucking somebody, and they was enjoying it. So I had an idea that he's good in bed, So I have an idea what he may like, but it's not definite. And when it comes to these stupid little fucking tests that men want to do, you can test me all you motherfucking want, bitch. I'm going to motherfucking pass the shit. That's how I see the shit. And I don't need to I don't need to have downloads. I don't need to be special for that because I'm authentic. I'm authentic about my shit. I'm real about my shit. And I don't fuck around with all kinds of shit. You get me? So if you want to motherfucking test me, if you want to see if I'm real, if I'm not real, and all that kinds of shit, I'm going to let you know. I ain't fucking your friend. I ain't fucking your daddy. I ain't fucking your best friend. I ain't fucking these niggas around here. So you can leave me with these niggas all you want. Because they ain't going to motherfucking happen. Matter of fact, I don't want you to leave me with these niggas. Because I don't trust your niggas, bitch. I don't trust your niggas around me. Why? Because you got snakes in your grass, nigga. How about that? I could tell you that them niggas is a snake and they want to fuck me. How about that? How about that? I don't want to be around your motherfucking niggas because them niggas want to fuck me and I don't want to be around them motherfucking niggas. How about that? Don't leave me around them niggas. How about that? So I feel like I'm just making a point, y'all. I'm making a point that your authenticity overrides everything. Your heart overrides everything. So even though I have downloads and all of that shit, guess what? It's still not written in stone. I just have an idea, but it's not written in stone. Okay? It's not written in stone, so I'm just like everybody else. It's not written in stone, really. Not really. Because it can always change. Right? It can always change. So, it's not about any of that. And guess what? As I always say, I'm still human, having an experience. And yes, I'm highly gifted, and everything I say, everything I see, it usually come to pass. But that doesn't mean that I know everything about him when I sit down with him. Not necessarily. Because the timeline switches up, things turn in and out, and shit like that. And if he's gifted, that motherfucker can be crafty. that fucker can be crafty too. I'm telling you. They could be really crafty if they gifted too. They can. They can fuck around with some shit. But as I always say, put me to the test. Go ahead. Put me to the test. Test me. I'm gonna have 100. I'm gonna have 1,000,000. Put me to the test, goddammit. You wanna see if I'm loyal? You wanna see if I'm a slut? I'm a hoe? You wanna see if I'm gonna obey you or some shit? Listen. If you worth obeying, bitch, then I'll obey you. If you worth me leading, then goddamn it, I'll lead you. I'll give you your goddamn throne. I'll obey your ass. I'll goddamn kiss the goddamn ring, motherfucker. How about that? I'll kiss your goddamn feet. How about that? I'll goddamn put your crown on your head. How about that? Goddamn, how about that? How about it? Shit. You could prove some shit? Then prove the shit. That's what I'm saying. Prove the shit, goddamn it, and I'll do it. But every man ain't worthy of it. Every man ain't worthy of it. They not. I'm telling you. I seen these niggas. I seen them all over the planet. I seen them in my vision. And a lot of them ain't worth the shit. A lot of them ain't. So if you could find one, I'll kiss your goddamn ring. Ain't that's what one of you niggas said? Kiss my goddamn ring. Kiss the rock. I'll kiss the motherfucking rock, bitch. If your ass is worthy. How about that? I'll kiss the motherfucking rock. And goddamn, my energy speaks for me, ho. My energy speaks for me. And I'll know what the fuck is real and what ain't real. How about that? And I'll bless your ass when I'll kiss your goddamn ring. How about that? I'll bless your ass 1,000-fold. How about that? And we'll see what the fuck is up. But I ain't scared to be tested. I ain't scared to be tested and none of that shit. And all that little shit that they like to say all over YouTube. I ain't scared to be tested. Test me, motherfucker. I want to be tested. Test my ass. That shit don't matter to me. Because I'm authentic. I'm authentic. That's how I see it. I'm not like everybody else. I can help his ass. Because I have all kinds of other little things that help me. That it might sound crazy, but it's the truth. I have all kinds of little other things that help me. And I can't tell you guys. Because you're not worthy of me telling you. So I'm not going to tell you. So don't ask me that no more. Don't ask me shit. None of that no more. I'm only for a real one. Should anyone with different beliefs or sex beliefs be together? If you have different beliefs, far as what? Like religion, spirituality. I mean, if you have different beliefs, if it messes with your relationship, like for me, if you deeply in religion and you love your God and they tell you I'm the devil, then you may not want to fuck with me. Because I may fuck you and now all of a sudden you don't want your God. Your mama mad at you because you won't go to church. I don't want that kind of burden. I don't want you to be upset. So if that's what you mean, then I'm not for you. But I am for who I'm for. And that is greatness. So, when it comes to beliefs, it depends on a man. Now, I've seen some handsome men, and a lot of them were Muslim. Now, I don't know. Me, I'm not covering up my glory unless, he make me convince me or some shit like that. Maybe I will. Maybe I will cover up. But I don't see myself being religious, really. But I respect the culture. I told you guys. And I heard a smart ass dumb bitch, saying that how I'm going to say Muslim women are the most wonderful, feminine, respectful women I've met. And it's the truth because I was comparing it to Christian. And I have the right to do that because I met a lot of Christians that are evil, wicked, demons, judgmental, and arrogant. And I met a lot of Muslim women, and I felt like it was a sisterhood. I felt like they were wonderful. I felt like they had love to share, and they were so gentle and kind. And I said, oh my God, they're lovely. They're wonderful. I never met women like you before. You're wonderful. And that's what I said. And I meant what the fuck I said. I will be a Muslim before a fucking Christian, bitch. Because y'all Christians are full of shit. And I met Muslim women that actually prove that they are fucking of God, bitch. And that's what I meant. Now, would I would I cover my ass and my titties and all that shit? I don't know. I might have to work on that. And cover my hair? I may have to work on that. Would I be religious? I don't know about all of that. But I respect their fucking culture, bitch. So that dumb bitch who wanted to say that smart ass shit, I want to tell you, shut the fuck up. I can say what I want to say. And I'm telling you, I respect their religion. I respect their fucking culture, bitch. Now, have I ever been to a mass or something? No, I never been to a mass. I heard that they divided and shit. I don't know. I never been in there before. But I will say I respect the women because I met a lot of them and they fuck with you the long way and the hard way. And they gentle, they kind, they're respectful, and they have a goddamn sister circle. And maybe there's some bad ones out there. But I'm telling you, the ones I ran into, they are wonderful. Right? But the motherfucking dumb bitches that I met in them churches, I can't stand them. A lot of them. They stupid, dumb, arrogant. And they backstabbers. And they judgmental. And they arrogant. Like they never been in the motherfucking world before. Like they never been in the world before. Like they never so-called been in the Babylon. Right? So I'm telling you, I've met them. So I want to say shout out to you nice Muslim sisters out there. Love you, boo-boo. You do the shit. You show up the way Allah told you to. And that's good. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. That was confirmation. But that's true. Okay, I'm telling you. You doing good. God damn it. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I met a lot of them. And they fucking are great women. Okay? They have a sisterhood. And shit like that. They hold their sister up. They help their sisters. They don't fuck with you and shit like that. And isolate you like the motherfucking bitches did in the church. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I seen and I know what I felt and I know what the hell I experienced. And I'm telling you a lot of the shit that goes on. And I'm telling you a lot of the belief systems that if you have beliefs, that is nothing wrong with if you guys have different beliefs. And if you have sexual beliefs, I don't think you should be together. Because if she believe in, going down on you, giving you a blowjob, sucking you off, and giving you good head, I was getting some head, getting some head. But anyway, if she believe in giving you some good head, YouTube, I hope you don't fuck with me for this. But and he don't believe in that. Or he don't believe in having sex on Sundays and Saturdays and Fridays because it's the Lord's Day and all this other crazy shit. Then guess what? Y'all may not work. If you only want to have sex laying down and on top of you, and he say, don't bend over. We can't have sex doggy style because it's the devil. no, we can't do it. We can't do it. I gotta lay on top of you. And all this other crazy ass fucking shit. Then maybe you ain't for each other. I feel like if you freaky, have a partner that's just as freaky to you. And or open to the shit. You supposed to be sexually compatible. Right? And your beliefs should be compatible too. As whatever works for y'all. Even if you Christian and he's, I don't know, goddamn something else. I don't know. Don't get me the line. I don't know. But somewhere, somehow, y'all guys should mix. Right? That's, I don't know how it will work. I don't know how it will necessarily work if you guys on two different separate pages, like that far apart, So, I hope that answered your question. And believe it or not, some people aren't sexually compatible when it comes to being together for the long haul. Because, yeah, she want to give you all the sex that you want now, but as soon as you in for the long haul, now she like, oh, my back hurts, my head hurts, my stomach hurts, I don't feel like it. And now you don't have sex for goddamn weeks. It's been weeks and y'all didn't even have sex. Right? You don't even know how these babies got made. Right? And it's the same for women. I met women who they man can't keep up with them. I have met women, they men cannot keep up with their asses. Because they have a huge sexual appetite. And like, he can't keep up with me. I don't know what's wrong with his ass. He can't give me enough of the D. And I'm telling him I want the D right now. And this motherfucker acting like he can't. I don't know. So you should be sexually compatible and shit like that. And as well as compatible with whatever beliefs you believe in when it comes to whatever God you serve and shit like that. Now, I have a high perspective. My perspective is high when it comes to God, when it comes to spiritual religion and all of that. So he has to be open-minded that I'm not just secluded to going to church and all this other stupid shit. I'm just not that girl. I'm sorry. I'm not the woman for you. If you want me to be subjected to just one box, you know what I'm saying? I'm bigger than that. And you can't tell me God don't rock with me. You can't tell me God don't fuck with me the long way and the hard way. Because he been there for me. And he know how I talk. He know that I love him and he love me and all this other shit. So when people tell me, why are you canceling? You say God. I don't got to explain nothing to you. Because God, I have a relationship. And he know what I'm talking about. So I don't really have to explain nothing to you hypocrites who want to say that I shouldn't talk the way I talk when I'm talking about God. But he know what I'm talking about. And he got my back. And I got his back. In the same way I'm going to have for my man. I'm going to have his back the long way and the hard way, ho. Okay? And nobody ain't going to be able to tell me shit. Okay? Because I'm going to have his back. No matter fucking what. So, I'm going to go to this last question and end it for this evening with you guys. And I hope you take something out of this. And I'm answering your questions and I'm going to come back and channel some more. And I want to say, if there's any questions, you can always ask me. I don't have to pull it out of you. This is a gift that I have. And I forgot to tell you guys about a dream I had that was horrendous. Oh, God. I had a dream that it was terrible. And it was horrible. Oh, my God, it was horrible. And it was just horrendous. Somebody really want to fuck me up. And I'm going to tell you, it ain't going to motherfucking work. Fuck you. Fuck you. It's not going to happen. Kiss my ass. Okay? But one day I might share that dream with you guys. But this question is, how do I feel about women who have a roster? This is okay. Are you trying to get me in trouble? You're trying to have these people coming for me. Well, some men have rosters, but women having rosters, I mean, it is what it is. Remember, I told you guys, women are not like men, so you can do what you want. I'm not going to ever tell you can't do what you want. But we are not men. We don't do things like men. And even if we do things like men, it's always going to be looked at differently. Why? Because we're not a man. We're a woman. So if a woman, have a rotation, she have a rotation, right? I don't know if this am I gonna take you serious. I can't tell you the truth or not. Are you having sex with these men? Are you just dating these men? Like what you doing with these men when you have them on a roster? You're not a man. So it all depends on how you see yourself. I like to handle things with grace as a woman. And having multiple men on a roster is what a lot of women do today. But for me, it just feels like it just takes away our grace and our dignity as women, and we don't do things the way that maybe we were designed to do in a way. Because you might be having sex with one, but other ones may be flunkies, in my opinion, why you even have them around. Because that's one reason why some of these men become madmen. Because you stringing them along, you playing with him, and then, you having sex with one, and you taking him serious, blah, blah, blah. I can't tell you what to do, but I tell you that just find somebody that you want to be serious with. This roster thing, we're not men. We are women. And we can't exactly do what men do. I don't agree with everything men do when they call themselves having women on a roster, because to me it's immature. It can get played out. And eventually, if you ask me, if he matures, he has to eventually find somebody out of this roster that he wants to take serious, right? Unless he's going to do a roster for the rest of his life. And if that's the case, I would take myself out of the roster, because you ain't going to be fucking with my life. Life is too short. Years go by, months go by, days go by, time go by. You don't want to give your time to somebody that's have this continuous roster so they can have access to you. So is that what you're doing? Are you having a roster to have access to these men, to be able to do what with these men? I don't get it. You see, whether we want to believe it or not, we get looked at differently than men do when we do the things that men do. So we could be called a pick me. We could be called, when we have a roster, a little hoe. Like every time you turn around, she got a different man. She had another man's face, blah, blah, blah. Whatever, if you was to have a roster. It just looked at differently than when a man have a roster. It just is what it is. I don't make the rules. I don't make the suggestions. I don't say what it is and what it ain't. Now, me, I have a higher perspective, so I can see the things differently. But most people, they going to see it as, what the hell is she doing? Every time you turn around, she's with a different man, blah, blah, blah. Because you have a roster, right? So you're going to different men to have sex or spend time or whatever the hell you do. I don't know. I don't know your business. I'm not getting into it. But believe it or not, we're not equal. The Spirit just confirmed that. We're not equal, and we can't do what men do. We don't have the same results. Spirit just confirmed that. I'm sorry, but they just did. You may not want to hear it, but it's the truth. What comes out, I don't always like what comes out, but Spirit confirmed it just now that we can't necessarily do everything that men could do, and that we are not equal. Spirit confirmed that for sure, that we are not equal as men. No, we're not. We have importance. We still have our specialty. We still have things about us that are valuable. Just because we're not equal in to men, it does not mean that you're less than men. It doesn't mean that you're like non-valuable. It still means you're valuable. It just means that you do things differently, right? We are different, and Spirit just confirmed it, that we are made different, and that we are not the same, and that we are going to get a different outcome. And that's the same thing for reputation. What does can women have a roster? You go ahead. If you want a roster, you go ahead. You go ahead. But it's still the same. It's still a different result than if a man have a roster. It's still going to be looked at differently. So based on that, we're not equal. We're not equal. If a woman say, I see this person Monday, this person Tuesday, this person Thursday, Friday, and then on Saturday I see a different person, and Sunday it's me by myself. You're like, what? Girl, you need to slow down. It's just the way it is. But if a man do that, it's looked at differently. Based on that alone, we're not equal. Based on that alone, we're not equal. It doesn't mean you're not valuable. It doesn't mean you don't have no value. It just means that things are done differently with both of the sexes in this plane. Things are done differently. That's all it means. Okay? And when you learn that, and when you know that and learn your superpower as a woman and know who you are, you operate a little differently. That's all. There's nothing wrong with, I don't know if you have a roster. I'm not going to get in your business. If you have a roster, that's what you want, go ahead. Or you're thinking about it, or wondering why men can have a roster and women can't, because we looked at differently. Remember, women, we already objectified most of the time. Most of the time, women, we just different, right? In a lot of different ways. We're different in a lot of different ways. Okay? And bad enough is so many men that are misogynist and already think low of women and want to take their value away. And when you spread yourself thin like that, they have a bigger reason to think that. Not that you should care all the time, because I feel like if whatever you do, you shouldn't be ashamed of it. That's how I feel. Whatever you do, you should never be ashamed of it, because if a person could shame you about what you do, then they can throw darts at you, they can control you, but you should never feel ashamed about what you do. So if you do have a roster, you should also accept that people are going to think you a hoe. And if that's the truth, then you should accept that and have no shame about it if that's what you do. Have no shame whatever you do. That's the problem. A lot of people, they have shame about what they do. If you this or you that or whatever it is that you are, sexually fluid, you should be able to accept that and own up to it and tell people who you are. You should be able to do that. Nobody should be able to shame you about what it is that you want or do or like. Nobody should be able to do that for you. You should be able to accept that as a man or as a woman. Okay, so if this is what you want, then accept that. But I'm here to give you just a higher perspective that it is what it is. People are going to think what they want to think. And on top of that, we're not the same. We always going to be viewed differently than men, even with the same circumstance. You get it? It just is what it is. It is what it is. You know, a man can have a few different families, babies, and they call him a Rolling Stone. They even made a song about him, Rolling Stone. But if you have different families, different babies with different men, you're a hoe. You're a single mom. You this, you that. You get it? So it's not the same. That's not the same. That's not equal. You get it? So I hope you took something from this message. So I enjoyed my time with you guys today. This evening, excuse me. I enjoyed my time with you this evening, and I hope you enjoyed your time with me. I hope I answered your questions, gave you some awareness, gave you something to think about, and overall help you evolve into your highest form of yourself, right? And that will be all for tonight, for this evening. I have to say something. I went out, I had some dinner, and I seen somebody at a date, right? And this woman was texting or on her phone the whole time when she was in front of this guy that was on a date. And she was like on her phone the whole time. And I'm just thinking, like, what made him stay at the table? Like, what made him stay at the table while she stayed on the phone the whole entire date? Like, I know he was asking her, talking to her, conversing and everything. And I'm just thinking, what made him stay at that table while she was playing on her phone? I just wonder. That's what I was thinking to myself. I wonder what made him stay at that table knowing that she was being disrespectful. To me, that's disrespectful. I mean, if you at a date and you talking and everything and she just on her phone the whole time, not even paying no attention, that's disrespectful. It's rude. That's my opinion. So I just wonder, what made him stay there? What you guys think? What made him stay there? Because I think he should have got up. I think he should just got the fuck up. But I digress. But you guys, I hope you are well. I will see you next. Well, I won't see you, but I do kind of see you guys because I get your questions. But I hope you get some questions next time. Send your thoughts up to the ethers so I can catch them. So I can catch them for you and channel the messages to the collective. Okay, it's a tough task, but I get the job done all the time. Okay, so once again, this is Empress Alicia, modern day seer, psychic investigator, intuitive creative, heart channeler, and I have done a topic with you on love languages, as well as channel messages about your partnerships and questions. And we all want partnerships. We all want somebody to touch us, feel us, caress us, right? We all want attention. So maybe I'll be doing this every Friday. I'll think about it. But until next time, I say to you, peace.